This is Advent, a time to stop and reflect and take stock of our lives. It's a time when we start a new liturgical year. It's about new beginnings and hope. And it's also a time to reflect on Mary and her journey. So we're just going to take a few minutes here to reflect on 4 aspects of Mary's life and her journey in life, and how it relates to our lives and our own journey. So I'll just put a question to us, and then we'll have some moments to reflect on how that question pertains to our own lives. The first question is, I'm thinking about Mary, a young girl really, who was asked by an angel to bear God to the world. And the fear and the incomprehensible question really she was asked to do. And maybe there's a time in our own lives when we've had to say yes to something that was really difficult. We had no idea what the outcome might be. But with great faith, we said yes to God. So let's just take a moment to reflect on that time when we had to take a leap of faith with our own yes. And now I'm thinking about Mary and Joseph having to leave their homeland and bring this new life into the world. They had to journey to a foreign place, and they brought Jesus into the world. And the great joy they would have felt with this bundle of joy, this bundle of love. And maybe we can just take a moment to reflect on a time in our lives that we're so full of gratitude for what the gift God has given us. When after we said yes with great faith, we reaped the gift of love. And maybe the next moment in Mary's life we can reflect on is Mary as the mother of a teenage boy who is finding his way in the world, who's discovering who he is. And Mary might be struggling with letting go. Part of her mission is coming to an end, of bringing this child into the world and raising him as best as she could, along with her community and her village. And now he's showing signs of his own personality, his own mission. And Mary might be struggling with what's her role now? How much does she still have to play in the formation of this young soul? So maybe we can reflect on a time in our life when we've had to practice some letting go of a mission that had been so much a part of our lives for many years. Maybe there's a time in our lives, or maybe there's something happening right now that we're having to let go of with great trust. And finally, we'll reflect on one last question. I'm thinking of Mary as an older woman who has watched her son die in a horrible way, crucified many years ago now. She's an older woman reflecting on her life, what it's all meant. And in hindsight, can see a bit more of the plan God had for her life and for those with her that she influenced. Maybe can see the mission from a whole different perspective. So let's just take a moment and look back on our life, maybe a moment when we had a mission. At the time we didn't understand, but now we can see what God was doing. And have an understanding and a gratitude and a peace about what our mission has been about. So thanks for joining me in this time of reflection on Advent, along with the birds and the ducks here at Sullivan's Dam and just north of Dunedin, New Zealand. We've just had a short time to think about some questions in our life. So it's just a starting point for us as we start this new liturgical year, and to take us through Advent, thinking about our lives and our mission and how God journeys with us all along the way.